Welcome back to another video in which I am attempting to do something I don't think I can do. This entire video is going to be dedicated to Hrcyed 3.0, which is upcoming. It's going to start on July 7th, which is a week from today. I am pretty excited about this just because with every iteration of Hrcyed, it seems to just get better and better. I'm a little nervous. I was unable to complete Hrcyed 2. And if you want to see exactly what I was able to do, make sure you're following me on Instagram because that is where I'm going to post all of my statistics and all of the books that I read for Hrcyed 2. I am very proud of myself. I did read at least one book for each prompt, which is really good. But I did learn some things from attempting the 2.0 version that I'm going to take into the 3.0 version. The first thing that I did that I'm probably not going to do in the next iteration is I focused a lot on the big picture. Like I just tried to read as much as possible and then fit it into a prompt once I finished it. But it was really hard to organize where each book was going to go and what I still needed to accomplish. So this time around, I'm going to be focusing on one prompt at a time, which will hopefully allow me to knock off each square faster and kind of plan better and find the books that I need. That being said, I am very excited to announce the first prompt that I'm going to be starting in July, which is the birthday prompt. And that is because July is my birthday month, just like QWERTY's. So I'm going to try and complete this prompt in my birth month. So that means starting July 7th and finishing July 31st. That includes 7 books, one of which has to correlate to my birthstone. Another one has to be published in July. It could be any year. The third is going to be my zodiac sign, and then my Chinese zodiac sign, and then my birth flower, my birth tree, and the meaning of my name. So those are going to be 7 different books. QWERTY just announced side quests. Essentially, every month there's going to be an either or secret prompt that you can complete to win a reward that will help you on your journey to completing Hrcyed 3. So there are 2 kinds of rewards. There are board blessings and then there are prompt spells. So depending on which prompt you complete, you get the reward of either a prompt spell or a board blessing. The board blessings, there's a list of them to choose from. So I'm assuming that you get to choose whichever one you want, and you could choose the same one or a different one. And that will help overall something that you can include on your board. The prompt spell is specific to a prompt, so there are, I think, 25 prompt spells, and you choose one of them when you earn the reward, and it allows you to change something about the specific prompt. Here are the 2 side quests for July, which start on the 7th of every month and go to the end of the month. You can either read a book with 3 words that start with the same letter. I don't have any on my bookshelf, so this probably isn't the one I'm going to do, even though I think it would benefit me more. The reward for that is a board blessing. The second quest that you can choose to do is to read a book with a teal or turquoise color. And I think that is the one that I am going to choose to do. And the reward for that one is a prompt spell. So I might tally up all of my rewards for these quests and then use them at a later date, just because I don't see myself needing a prompt spell for the birthday prompt. I hope that by focusing on specific prompts and doing them one at a time, I'm able to get through this maybe a little bit faster or even a little bit more efficiently than I was able to last year. Again, if you're interested in seeing what I was able to read for Hrcyed 2, follow me on Instagram with the same user. It's going to be Josie Capri Reads, and you will be able to see every single book that I read for Hrcyed 2. I am so excited to be trying again. I am not a believer in giving up, so this time around, it's going to be a lot different. I just know it. And starting off with the birthday prompt is so fun, especially because I'm doing it during my birthday month. Happy Hrcyed! Today is the very first day of Hrcyed 3.0. I am so excited to be attempting Hrcyed 3.0. Never mind the fact that I wasn't able to finish Hrcyed 2. We're not going to talk about that. I am excited to be attempting this challenge again. It is seriously one of the funnest book challenges, reading challenges that I've ever done. And I'm so excited because the prompts this year look so fun. Hrcyed 3 is my year. 3rd time's the charm, something like that. Every year, more and more people join the Hrcyed train, which is so exciting. So maybe you're watching and you're also participating. That's super cool. And I hope all your books are fitting into their prompts perfectly. You got this. Keep going. I believe in you. This is the book I will be reading to represent my birth tree, the holly tree, which stands for resilience and protection, which I thought was very perfect for many reasons. One of which is that the whole premise of this story is that our main character is a protector for her mage, the love interest, if I'm not mistaken. So that's them on the cover right there. I did wait until midnight to start this, but I have made a bit of progress on it. Even though I am not trying to rush my way through this challenge, it is really important to me that I finish all 7, 8 if you count the quest book this month. So I'm on a mission and I'm gonna try and finish this book this week. I've prepared myself some leftovers and a drink, and I'm gonna continue reading. Here is my progress so far. Still quite a bit to go, but that looks pretty good. Almost done with the book. It's probably gonna take me another hour if I were to try to do it tonight. It's already 1 a.m. so I'm thinking that maybe I just save the rest for tomorrow. Okay, so I just woke up and I think I'm gonna go straight in. I think I could finish this within an hour. That's my goal, but we'll see. We have officially completed the first book of Hrcyed 3.0 and the first book of the It's Your Birthday challenge. A solid 3.5 stars. Not bad, could be better, but I enjoyed it. We are 1 down and we have 6 more to go. The second book for the It's Your Birthday challenge is going to be Scuttler's Cove by Barnett. This one's gonna represent my zodiac sign, which is Cancer, so there's the crab there. This one's going to be kind of a moody coastal thriller, which I'm really excited for. I know the big trend right now is Summerween. Yes, is Summerween. That's gonna be the next book that I'm going to try to tackle. It is, what is today? That's not true. It is July 10th, which means that we are 3 days into Hrcyed 3.0, and I've just completed my first book, which is crazy progress. So let's see if I can keep it up. I don't know. That feels pretty impossible, but we've gotten a good start. I'm excited because tomorrow marks the start of my birthday weekend, and all I'm gonna do all weekend is read. That was my one request. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I finished Scuttler's Cove, and I would honestly give it like a 4.5 stars. So then I almost immediately went into a new book. I wanted to either tackle Ruth or Greenteeth, and I decided to go Greenteeth. I am probably about 33% of the way through, which is pretty good. I am almost done with Greenteeth, and I have to say this is not what I expected. I'm a little disappointed in this book. I think it follows very predictable writing patterns, I suppose is maybe a good way to put it. So even though the concept is very unique and the characters are very unique, it feels almost undercut by these very basic writing strategies. I'm gonna finish this book and then I'm going to immediately start my next one. So we'll see final thoughts, but as of right now, it's maybe like 2.5 stars, maybe 3. I'm sorry, but. I finished Salty by Kate Myers. This is such a fun summer mystery. I gave this book a 4 stars because I really enjoyed it. I thought that it was very character based, which is really interesting in a mystery because you get to know the characters. There were a lot of POV shifts that I think the author handled really well. I decided to read this one because the cover is teal in my eyes. I'm gonna count this as a teal book. So I have completed the monthly quest, the very first Hrcyed 3.0 quest. So I'm happy with that, but it technically does not count for my It's Your Birthday prompt, unfortunately. What am I gonna read next? So I still have quite a few books that I need to read. I think I need to read 3 more books, and it is July 22nd. So you guys, I'm freaking out. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this. Anyways, so I've decided to change some things up. So for the meaning of my name, which God will increase, I was going to increase the number of books I had read in a series that I'm already reading. However, give me a second. I am thinking about this. I've been thinking about this really hard. I think I want to read a book that I got on my birthday. And this is a bit of a stretch, but I increased the number of books that I own on my birthday, and I'm gonna read one of them. I just think it's a little bit more fun because Dungeon Crawler Carl is one of my favorite series, but it doesn't really hold significance to my birthday. This series kind of does. So we found a complete collection of the Mortal Instruments in like pristine condition. My mom said, I'll read them if you read them, and I said that I will read them if she reads them. So I feel like it's only fair. She's already on book 3. I think I should start the first book as my increase prompt. Anyways, so that's what I'm thinking of reading for that one. However, I don't think I'm gonna tackle that one today. I think I'm gonna go, oh no, my e-reader is not charged. That's okay. All right, I guess the universe is telling me to pick up a book. Okay, hopefully that charges. But anyways, I was going to say, I think I'm gonna go straight to Ruth, which is going to be my Chinese zodiac sign prompt book. And I've been wanting to read that for a long time, and I do kind of feel like reading it right now. Besides those 2, I do still have to do my birthstone book, which I'm gonna read a Ruby Dixon novel. I still haven't quite chosen which one I want to read. All I know is that in the past, I've typically finished her books in like a day and a half. So I'm not too worried about that one. I honestly might save it for last, and just kind of like as a feel safe if I don't finish these by the last like 3 days of the month, I just pick up a Ruby Dixon book and blow through it. I should be doing a 24-hour readathon, but I don't have that in me anymore. Okay, I'm not as young as I used to be. Get it? Because it's my birthday, because I just turned 23. Anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. I have 4 more books that I need to read this month, because I still have to do my published in July prompt. Alright, we're gonna take this downstairs and charge it next to me, and then whenever I can, oh, it kind of matches. Oh, hi. Anyways, and then whenever it finishes charging, well, not finishes, I guess I can read it while it's charging. Bro, this thing lasted like a month. That's insane. Okay, I need to stop talking and just go. Okay, it is 5 o'clock and my Cove says I have 1 hour left. I kind of want to test to see how accurate that is. So it is 5 o'clock right now. Let's see. Yeah, it's 5:02. I'm going to come back at 6:05 and see if I have completed my book or how many pages I have left. Okay, I gotta be serious about this. I gotta get started right now. I did not finish the book within an hour. It took me an hour and a half, but it is done now. I've completely finished Ruth. It was an interesting read. It was completely different from anything I had ever read in the past, and the format was a little strange. It was kind of like a patchwork of memories and moments, which took me a little bit to get used to, but once I did, I really enjoyed it. And it wasn't necessarily super linear, but there was a pattern, so I thought that was really interesting. Regardless, I am going to probably give it 3.5 stars, just because I wasn't emotionally moved by it, but I still think it was a good read, and the actual quality of the novel was really good. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5 stars. And I'm also going to go right into my next book, which is going to be City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I'm going to start this one and hopefully finish this one super quickly. It has been at least 10 years since I tried to read this one, so if I do remember it, hopefully I don't remember everything about it, and hopefully it still feels very new. I don't know if you can tell, but my cat is right here. Actually really cold by the window, but Addison is sitting on my lap. She's keeping me warm. It's been quite a few days since I finished City of Bones. I think I would give this a 3.5 or 4 stars. It's very nostalgic. I do like the world. I think that the characters are really dumb, but that's because they're young adults. I cannot believe how quickly I forgot how dumb young YA characters are. I've only ever read the first book now, and so everything else is gonna be new to me after this. She's on book 4. I just finished book 1, and then we watched the movie together, which I think did spoil something. I did start a new book called Soulgazer by Maggie Rapier, and it is a pirate romance. It's actually really, really good. I started this book at the gym. I walked for about an hour on the treadmill and I read the entire time. It was an experience, to be sure. Nobody really looked at me funny, which is good because I don't like when people look at me. Right off the bat, I was really, really hooked. There's something about these characters, about the tone of this book that just feels really natural. The dialogue as well, I think, is done really, really well. I am about 57% of the way through. I've been working on this for a few days now. This is probably my 4th day working on it. I didn't really get to read much yesterday, but when I do sit down to read this, I tell you, like, I will get large chunks done. So I am excited to finish this because the plot is getting really interesting. Like, I'm telling you, this is a really good book. And the romance is so cute, which I don't normally say about books. But yeah, so I'm currently reading that and hopefully I will get it done. I can't promise I'm gonna get it done today, but after this book, we just have one more book to finish before I can completely check off the It's Your Birthday prompt for Hrcyed 3. I'm telling you, I have never been this close to finishing a challenge and not completing it. So I'm going to complete it no matter what. Question is, do I need to stay up for 24 hours to do it? I actually prepared myself a little snack and I think I'm just gonna read right now because I should be doing that anyways. This is good. Please don't watch me eat, that's really awkward. I have 87 more pages left of my book, so I really want to finish it before I go to bed, but it's almost 12:30. Also, my back hurts so bad. Like, my lower back hurts so bad, so I am sitting in the most cursed positions right now. I wasn't going to finish this last night, but then I got to a really, really good place and I couldn't stop. So I finished this book at around like 1:20 this morning. Very, very good. I would give it a 4.5 stars just because the ending was quite insane and like very dramatic. A little too dramatic for me, but I love the dialogue, I love the characters, I think the plot is super unique and so is the world. There is a second book, so I will have to put that on my list to check out later. The last book that I have to read for this prompt is a book that represents my birthstone, which is a ruby. And at the very beginning of all this, I was so sure that I was going to pick a book by Ruby Dixon because the author's first name is Ruby, and I'm still convinced. I think that's the best course of action because I know I can read a Ruby Dixon book in like 30 hours if I really push myself. We don't have 30 hours. We have less than 24 hours. So what I did was I looked up Ruby Dixon books that I haven't read and I found a story in an anthology essentially called Space Vampire, which I've never heard of. It says it's like 77 pages, which is perfect for what we're trying to accomplish today. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to challenge myself to do it all in one sitting. I'm not going to allow myself to stop reading until I finish my water or finish the book. So we will see what happens first. There we go. So that's what it looks like. People say that it's a really good fast-paced short story, and it works out really well, so we'll see. Okay, I'm back. So I have the water I'm supposed to finish. Some strawberries, some chips just in case, but probably not gonna eat those quite yet, and then some breakfast bars. I have finished Space Vampire by Ruby Dixon. It was very, very short, very, very sweet. I am really glad that I picked that as my final book. And that does mean that we have successfully completed our very first prompt for Hrcyed 3.0. Yes, let's go! Best birthday present ever. After I finished reading that, I remembered that I was supposed to be drinking water. I forgot to even open it. So that does mean technically I can finish a book faster than I can finish a bottle of water. Tomorrow, the next monthly quest is going to be announced, so that's so exciting. We did complete this one. We read a book with a teal cover, which means that I do get, I forget what it's called, but it's like a prompt something, like it helps me with a prompt, so we can figure that out. That is all I have for you this video. I hope you really enjoyed watching me struggle to complete this prompt. This is just the first of 25, so hopefully I do better than last year and actually finish Hrcyed 3.0. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!